Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. I hope your quarantine hair is kicking as good as mine is. So I've been sitting here at my desk, working on my latest 2020 freestyle builds, and I literally have this pile of smoke stoppers sitting here. And that has got me thinking about the latest product from ViFly, the ShortSaver. What is this and what does it do? Well, we're gonna take a look. A smoke stopper can be one of the most important tools in your toolbox while drone building. But unfortunately, until now, all of them have had their own shortcomings. Whether it's an automotive light bulb like this, whether it's an electronic smoke stopper, or even a polyfuse. And that's where the ViFly ShortSaver comes into play. It is designed to be the smoke stopper to rule them all. Personally, I'm a huge fan of this type of device because if used properly and on every new build, in the long run, it could potentially save you thousands of dollars for literally something that only costs a few bucks. To me, that seems like no-brainer insurance. Some of the problems with the conventional style smoke stoppers is, well, with this light bulb style, which has always been my go-to until lately, even though the filament in the bulb, when it's illuminated, will burn off extra current, you are still relying on the short in that particular device that you're testing in order to complete the circuit for the smoke stopper to do its job. So essentially, even though the smoke stopper is technically working, you are still putting current through the device that you're trying to protect. Even though these work well, there's still room for improvement, so in the trash it goes. Now, I don't currently own any digital smoke stoppers or electronic polyfuses because the honest truth is they haven't worked, or I haven't seen a device that has worked well up until the ViFly ShortSaver. All the other ones on the market can take an extended period of time in order to trip that digital fuse, which isn't good. Any additional time can equal damaged components, and a lot of those devices will still allow a small amount of current to pass into the device that you're testing, again, equaling damaged components. What is absolutely critical of a smoke stopper is that it prevents that current from flowing as quickly as possible. The faster we can stop that flow of current, the better your chances of not damaging a device while testing it for the first time. The ViFly ShortSaver has a wide range of voltage input, everything from 7 to 25 volts. Basically, this guy is going to cover you for between a 2 and 6S battery, allowing you to use it for the vast majority of your builds, whether they're big or small. Protection time, 3 milliseconds for a short and 30 milliseconds for an overcurrent draw. That 3 millisecond trip time is going to be absolutely key when it comes to protecting your valuable electronics. So with all that out of the way, what do you say we jump on over to the overhead camera and we take a closer look at this guy? The first notable feature that's definitely worth pointing out is the fact that this is configured to accept both XT30 and XT60 batteries. Again, allowing this device to be compatible with the vast majority of your builds. No need for adapters, no need for additional devices. Just simply plug in your battery pack and away you go. I'm gonna get this guy plugged in and we're gonna take a look at how it works. Once powered up, you're going to be greeted by a green LED indicating that everything is functioning normally. And you'll notice that we also have a switch here on the side. The switch is your current limiting switch, which is selectable between 1 and 2 amps. Right now, no blue LED. When I flip the switch, blue LED illuminates, and now I know that the ShortSaver is in 2 amp mode. Putting the switch in the opposite position turns the LED off. Now the ShortSaver is in 1 amp mode. On a smaller build, maybe a 3 or 2 inch, you're probably going to want to go ahead and run this in 1 amp mode. On a larger build, say maybe a 5 inch, 2 amp mode is probably going to be a little bit more suitable. You can power your quad through this device while working on it on the bench, but just be aware if you are drawing a decent amount of current through this, you're going to want to limit it to short durations of time due to heat buildup. If you're testing and running your motors, limit it to maybe about 30 seconds, give the ShortSaver a little bit of time to cool down, and then continue with your testing. But really, this device is so easy to use, I mean, one could say it's actually plug and play. What happens if you actually have a short? I'm going to duplicate that here with a light bulb. Immediately upon plugging in the light bulb, you can see our status LED goes red, and now we know that the ShortSaver is in protected mode. It's also good to know that it is not passing any current or voltage through either of the two leads, and we can test that. With my meter set to DC volts, I'm going to insert the test probes into the XT30, and we have absolutely zero voltage coming through the device. In order to reset, I'm just simply going to unplug it, plug it back in. Our LED is green, and now we're ready to go. Once again, using our multimeter with the device in its positive state, let's test the voltage. And you can clearly see that I have 4S voltage going through the device. And that's about all there is to this device. With a retail price of about $12, this is really a no-brainer. In the long run, it has the potential to save you a ton of money. It's super simple to use, and it takes almost no time to introduce it to a new build while you're testing. In conjunction, it could also be a good idea to use this while testing any quadcopter on the bench, potentially keeping the motors from running out of control. Other than that, it's really simple. Green is good, red you have a short or overcurrent, and the blue LED being on is indicating that this device is in 2 amp mode. I'll have a link in the description to ViFly's website if you're interested in picking up one of these devices for yourself. I'd like to say thanks to my friend John from ViFly for sending me this unit for the purposes of creating this video. That's it. That's all I got for today. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.